Nigeria people they funny me oh. Like Nigeria they try compare themselves to Ghana. One, Ghana is older than Nigeria with 3 years. Ghana they ahead, far ahead more than Nigeria in terms of everything. Nigeria people make na know they try. We stay the two countries. We know. Nigeria people they give testimony when they hear say they travel to Ghana.
A lot of Nigerians are beginning to realize Ghana is not what they think it is. Ghana is way better than what they thought. Before coming to Ghana, I must tell you, a lot of Nigerians have a different mindset about what is Ghana. But when they came here, they have a different rethink. When the man was saying that a lot of Nigerians go to church to give thanksgiving just by coming to Ghana, I must tell you, some Nigerians do. Ghanaians are playing a vital role to the growth of Africa. We must give them their honor. They deserve every respect they are getting. But I saw a video of a Nigerian man saying that Ghanaians do not deserve the praises they are getting from people all over the world. And trust me, a group of Nigerians and Ghanaians send this man back to school. Let's take a look at these videos, and please do not forget to like the video, share, and subscribe. I'll be back to throw more light on it.
As you guys are angry because nothing good has ever come out from Ghana. Right? Like what? Waiting don't come out from Ghana. Like waiting, what would they say Ghana have done? That you will praise Ghana. Ghana has never done anything good to be praised.
I want to give this my brother here just one thing. And at the end of the video, I think he will go back to apologize to Ghana or to Ghanaians. Even to mention the name Ghana, he needs to bow and respect Ghana.
After becoming the first country to gain independence in 1957 in Africa, Ghanaian leader played some roles that lead to the independence of other countries within the region, including your country, Nigeria. Indeed, the dictum of Dr. Nkrumah was that the independence of Ghana does not amount to much until the rest of Africa is free from colonial rules. Much later on, the Ebiri is a town in the Ghana. Ebiri Peace Accord on July 4th and 5th, 1967 was another way in which the Ghanaian leaders tried to prevent the Nigerian civil war from breaking. My brother, so this is some of the things, or this is one thing Ghana have done for your country. And therefore, if you don't have anything to thank us, that we take you people from slavery and also try to educate you people not to fight each other. Understand? We help you to be civilized, not to fight each other. But yet, you can come online and come and speak anything you want that what Ghana have.
Nigeria people they funny me oh. Like Nigeria, they try compare themselves to Ghana. One, Ghana is older than Nigeria with 3 years. Ghana they ahead, far ahead more than Nigeria in terms of everything. In terms of development, hey, nice area. Have you entered East Legon before? East Legon self, you go there East Legon in night time, you go think say na daytime. So in terms of, tell me, university wholesale, is it tourism? See, to make you people see something. See, this two paper. This is 100. This is 50 cedi. This is 20,000 naira. This is 20,000 naira. Like this. This is 20,000. So Nigeria, you know the Ghana jollof sweet pass Nigeria jollof. So Nigeria people make na know they try. We stay the two countries. We know. Nigeria people they give testimony when they hear say they travel to Ghana. They go church, they go give
One of my fans, they asked me, Ghana and Nigeria, which one will better pass? Bro, no go there, oh. No compare at all. No. Ghana better pass Nigeria, guy. Where I want from start. Now for light, Ghana they get steady light. Only that steady light itself don't boost the economy. Only that steady light alone don't boost Ghana economy. Even though it be weather, light they what you need, go buy light, they do your work. They deliver sharp. Now Nigeria way noise. You know no say Nigeria is day noise now. Nigeria is noisy. If you come out outside if afternoon time, generator brrr, I pass my neck brrr. No, all those kind of things no there for that time, no. The light they can't do, night movement can't do. You go see where police they respect citizens. Police they respect citizens. Police go stop you and Ghanaian, go, you Nigeria. They don't even want to ask that Ghanaian thing anything. That Ghanaian guy, they don't want to ask him anything again. Just go. You, they go detain you. Yeah. We will not go that side though. I've been for Abuja where they do kidnapping. Abuja, where we say they do kidnapping for Federal Capital Territory. But those kind of things no there for that time now. I can't do cool. That's why we say Nigeria anywhere we see checking points. The police they don't carry gun. Checking point, police they don't carry. Carry. You go see Federal Road, they go carry something, block and finish. Boko Haram, they worry them. Boko Haram no they worry for Ghana now. Fulani no get mad for Ghana. Then they Ghana, but they no get that kind mad. So Ghana condition them mad. They will carry they want it. So no go that side though, bro. Ghana better pass Nigeria. Leave if you see truth you talk. Ghana better pass Nigeria. But it is say Nigeria they run they go there. Because of this steady light now. Once you dey pay, you get money. Now for you go live comfortably. No be for Nigeria, maybe see if you get small money for pocket, you go dey fear because of kidnappers. Yeah. You go dey fear because of kidnappers. You go see rich man for we go dress like a madman. They waka. No be say no get money, they do business because of kidnappers. But those kind of things no dey for that time now. So that time better pass Nigeria, bro. Even the night life. Nigeria also if they waka for night, you go dey fear fast about this place where they even for Port Harcourt here, one chance everywhere. All those kind of things no too dey that side now. The night life they normal because light dey anywhere. Even though your motor dey waka for road, light dey. You go dey see now. Wow. They let us sleep for that time now. So, bro, Ghana better pass Nigeria. Ghana is better pass Nigeria.
The biggest fallacy of the 21st century is that Ghana is better than Nigeria. And I don't know how Ghanaians, as shallow as they are, manage to convince so many Nigerians that Ghana is better than Nigeria. How?
It is people like this that I can assure you that majority of Nigerians suffer from imbecility. It is people like this. You know, this is an evidence to the stipulation I've made for a very long time. I've given evidences, including write-ups that were made by psychiatrists that came and conducted a research in Nigeria, stating emphatically that 3 out of 4 Nigerians suffer from mental disorder. And that is clear imbecility, in case you don't know. It is people like this. Now, this guy opened his mouth and spoke against Ghana. He said that the biggest delusion is in thinking that Ghana is anywhere near Nigeria. And here are his points. Some of the few points he actually mentioned. He spoke about Nigerian artists going around the world making millions while Ghanaians are busy complaining. That's number 1. Number 2, he spoke about the Nigerian banks operating in Ghana. The Nigerian banks operating in Ghana. Number 3, he stated that aside Accra and Kumasi, there is no other state that is developed in Ghana more than his state, Anambra State. Take note, this guy is from Anambra. This fool is from Anambra. Take note. Now, he stated emphatically that Ghanaians have 24 hours power supply, but do not produce anything. Then he spoke about the Ghanaian Act established that giving rise to their criminality. Criminality. A Nigerian opened his mouth and talked about criminality. If anybody, I want to plead with this, if anybody, please, knows this guy's page, send my video to him. I want to establish a verbal war with him. And anybody that you know is a Nigerian content creator that dares to raise his mouth against Ghanaians, just tag him to me. Please tag that video to me. I'll listen to it. And let me start sending wars to them. What to tell them? It's not a problem. You know, in responding to this, you know, in criminology, when a person makes a statement, first of all, before you respond to the person, you must have to assess the person. That's what we have to do. We must have to assess the person in a bit to understanding whether this person is eligible or ineligible to be responded to. We must first have to assess the person. That's what I do now. In assessing this person, when you look at him, first of all, let me not start. It's a natural thing when we say that Nigerians mostly look like criminals. Because in their looks, they have deformity. And this time around, I'm not talking about deformity in his mouth. Just like the other person that had a criminal escapade and his mouth was destroyed owing to his criminal activity. And he came to give us the impression that it was an accident, whereas it was a criminal escapade that moved his mouth that way. He needs a surgery. Now continuing, when you take a good look at this person, you don't have to take a good look at this person. You see that this person is outrightly deformed. Looking dirty in all his appearances. Eyes red like he smokes weed. Like fire is popping out of his eye. And he finds it so hard. You know one thing that is very, very peculiar with these people? They find it so hard to express themselves in English. And that is why I've always stated this, and I have always established this stipulation and stand to be corrected, that English language may not be a test of intelligence. But you see, English language, when a person embraces English language, that is a signal and evidence in proving that this person has a lower measure of criminality. Your ability to grasp English language tells a whole lot about your criminality level. It so means that if you find it really hard to express yourself in English language, you have a criminal tendency. It is only criminal tendency that tends to down-tune your ability to grasp English language. I'm telling you the truth without a shadow of doubt. I'm telling you. So when you look at this guy, you find that, listen to that video, you find out that he finds it so difficult to express himself English-wise. A person from Anambra State spoke about criminality. Anambra State, where the hallmark of criminality is. You see all this criminality that you see Nigerians purporting in every other part of the world. They are people from the Igbo tribe, mainly from Anambra State. Now let me start addressing this guy. You have artists that make money all around the world, but their preference of stay and relaxation is in Ghana, not in your Nigeria. How shameless can you be? How shameless can you be? These people suffer from a high level of imbecility and Down syndrome, clearly. Now you want to talk about banks from Nigeria. Do banks in Nigeria, is it the evidence of a developed society? Banks in Nigeria, is that the evidence of a developed society? Because we don't see anybody that dares come to Nigeria. Nobody cares come to Nigeria. And as a matter of fact, a lot of banks that were created or are owned or proprietary by Nigerians are moving to other parts of African countries because of their safety. A lot of them are running away because of their safety. So what are you saying? You're talking about development in Accra and Kumasi. What is development? What is development other than security and peace? What is development? No, every state in Nigeria is developed as is stated. But every Nigerian is running away from that developed state. Every Nigerian, except you don't have an opportunity to japa, except you don't have an opportunity to migrate, except you don't have the money to migrate. Once you have the money or the opportunity to migrate, everyone is leaving. I work in a hospital. Go and look at all doctors, all bankers. Everyone is leaving. Everyone is relocating. A developed society, indeed. Now look at this very psychological warfare. You talk about 24-hour supply, 24 hours electrical supply, but they don't produce anything. First of all, has Nigeria been able to establish 24-hour power supply? Let us start from establishing 24-hour power supply before we talk about production. Because when it comes to production, look at it, it's so disdainful when a Nigerian opens his mouth to talk to people about production. Nigeria is the highest consuming nation in the whole world, and they are the least productive nation in the whole world. Nigeria produces nothing. Then they sandwiched it with criminality. They sandwiched it with corruption. And a Nigerian, someone from Anambra State, the den of criminals, opened his mouth. The den of money ritualists, the den of kidnappers, opened his mouth. Opened his mouth to tell people about criminality. Anambra State. People that their criminality is so high that it gives them this difficulty in pronouncing things very properly. They have problems with pronouncing R and L properly. That is how much criminality had smeared into their body. And someone from Anambra would open his mouth to call other countries criminal-minded. Achieve 24 hours. In fact, achieve 12-hour power supply without a blink. And let's see whether you're closer to Ghana. At least let us measure you up on a little bit with Ghana. Anyways, like I stated, before we respond to these people, I'm actually aggravated. Before you respond to these people, you have to look at their faces. When an ugly looking man opens his mouth to really express himself, you should understand that he's just mad at the world. His criminality is clearly expressing everywhere. His criminality is clearly expressing. It's a facial construct that evidences criminality. Ugliness is a facial construct that evidences criminality. Inability to speak, that is a verbal construct.
I have a question for Nigerian youth. Why is it that when it's time to do online dragging, like dragging South Africans or Ghanaians, all those online stuff, You people can unite. You can unite to do that, attacking South Africans or Ghanaians. But when it is time for you to channel that unity into holding corrupt politicians accountable, no, you let tribalism come in. You let religion, all these differences to come in. When it's time to vote a competent leader, that's when you allow tribalism. That's when you remember you are Igbo, you are Yoruba, you are Hausa, you are Muslim, you are Christian, you are this, you are that. Why? I don't understand. There is what we call common interest. Once you have that in mind that, oh, this thing we are trying to achieve will benefit the whole country, you set aside whatever difference you have. See, 2027 election is coming. If you like, vote based on tribe.
What's the purpose of this war? We are sending a message out very clearly that we do not accept anti-African hate in Ghana. All this Nigeria must go, or Liberia must go, or Kenya must go is nonsense. We are saying that this is Kwame Nkrumah's Ghana. And as we are celebrating Kwame Nkrumah's birthday, we must send a message. And we must let people know that it was Kwame Nkrumah who brought freedom fighters from all over Africa to train them to liberate themselves. And it was Kwame Nkrumah who was the foremost advocate for African unity. These divisive tendencies of people who are being used to divide us and to bring conflict. We do not want division. We do not want conflict. We are sending a strong message and a strong warning to them. They must desist from their divisive tendencies. Africa is one and Africans are one. That is the reason why we have come today on this very ceremonial day. This is Kwame Nkrumah's day, and there can be no befitting day than today.
No, when it comes to their conversation about Nigerian must go, all those people, they say the laws are clear. There are certain things Nigerians are doing that our laws, our economic laws doesn't allow them to do.
Well, it is clear that laws are laws and laws are there to be obeyed. So if some people are breaking the laws, they must be held to account according to the law. That is the basic common sense that we all know. It doesn't translate. It must not translate to you coming on stage and saying that all Nigerians must go. That is absolute nonsense. It makes absolute nonsense of what Kwame Nkrumah stood for and what Kwame Nkrumah did to build this country and to build the foundation for African unity. So yes, when we have disagreements, let us resolve. We are Africans after all. We know how to resolve our issues. So we should not say that a few people are breaking the laws, but even if there are many, so what? Let the law deal with anybody who has broken the law, but do not take it as a yardstick to campaign and say that all Nigerians must go, all Liberians must go. This is not Ghana is not the space for that. It is a hate message, and we do not tolerate it.
Have you tried to engage the people who are engaging in some of these protests, etc.?
We have asked them what their purpose is. There is not really any sensible answer that can be given. And so it begs the question if some people are behind pushing them to cause this division. Because mind you, a divided Africa is in the interest of some people. We do not want this to turn out that some people, the usual suspects, are funding and funding this hate message in order to create division amongst Africans so that they can continue to exploit us.
Finally, what happens after this work today?
So we are going to take you can see these are young people, these are people from the communities. We're going to take the message to the communities. All of these people identify with Kwame Nkrumah's message. And so to pollute people's minds, to say that Nigeria must go, or Liberia must go, or other Africans must go, is absolute balderdash. It's absolute balderdash. And we must not accept it. We are going to take this message to communities, to schools, to everywhere. Anybody who comes preaching hate and division must be booted out of the place.
What's your name and your position you play in this?
My name is Hadi Yakubu. I'm the movement coordinator for Africans Rising.
Today, we are marking Kwame Nkrumah's birthday. He's the founder of Ghana, and we are reminding ourselves of his vision. That timeless vision that Africa must unite. That timeless vision that we must all come together, otherwise there is no way we can make it. Today, the destruction of our water bodies by Galamsey the stealing of our resources because we have no control, is all because Africa is divided. If you have a mobile phone right here with you, know that there is something in that mobile phone called cobalt. And one of the places, in fact, few places you can find cobalt on earth, it's in Congo. But because Congo is divided and fighting amongst itself, this is not your land. The people of Congo have not benefited from their resources. The colonial thieves have taken over and are rather milking the resources of Congo. And so if Africans don't unite, that is the exact story that befalls us. Here in Ghana, in recent times, there has been some Afrophobic commentary and sentiments that has been poisoned into the atmosphere. And they are led by people who have no dignity, who have no respect amongst we Ghanaians. We all know Ayariga. Ayariga is not a sensible human being. In his politics, we all know the kind of stance, charlatanic stance that he takes. And yet, Ayariga is the one telling us that Nigerians are not our friends, the Malians are not our friends, that Sierra Leoneans are not our friends. As we stand here, there are Sierra Leoneans amongst us. As we stand here, there are Liberians amongst us. As we stand here, there are Guineans amongst us. All of us are here to say with one voice that we are Africans. Recently, Buta organized a demonstration condemning Nigeria for engaging in petty trading. Why do we hate ourselves so much? Let us ask ourselves, have you been to China Mall? What is China Mall doing if they are not engaged in petty trading? We go there and buy goods from there and sell to ourselves because they are cheaper.
On Sunday, being on the 21st of September 2025, was our great Dr. Osajefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah's birthday, and the whole world celebrates with Ghanaians. We all celebrated his birthday on Sunday, and yesterday, being on Monday, was a public holiday in Ghana, the Founders' Day. A group of Ghanaians came out to protest yesterday, and you saw the video. I think they were protesting about Africa unity. Some Ghanaians were saying that Ghanaians stop chasing Nigerians out of their country, that we should come together and be united. I must tell you, I really wish that one day Africa should come together and unite. But for that unity to take place, we all have to learn to respect each other, regardless of where we are coming from. And I will start from my own people, Nigerian, because I am a Nigerian and I know what some Nigerians are doing in Ghana and other countries. So please, as a Nigerian, you want to live in Ghana, please learn how to obey the rules and regulations of the country. When you find yourself in Ghana, do the right thing. Do not go to illegal job. Don't do illegal business in Ghana. Don't do prostitution in Ghana. We all know the bad atrocity some Nigerians are doing in the country. I must tell you, as a Nigerian who is living in Ghana, Ghanaians do not hate Nigerians. I am a living witness. I am not siding Ghanaians for them to like me. I have lived in this country to tell you that Ghanaians do not hate Nigerians. They only hate the behavior of some Nigerians. If you are living in Ghana as a Nigerian, obey the rules and regulations of the country. Do not go for these things I just mentioned previously. Trust me, you will enjoy your stay in this country. I am telling you. I have never been treated as a Nigerian since I've been in this country. I have said it before. The idea of Ghanaians don't rent accommodation for some Nigerians, I have never experienced it. Yes, I have problems with some Ghanaians, which I've shared the videos in the past. But when I go to rent accommodation, they don't say because I'm Nigerian, they don't give me accommodation. It's just me. I must tell you, I feel so cool in Ghana that even in Nigeria. I don't know, it feels like it's my dwelling place. I dwell more in Ghana than the way I live in my country, Nigeria. I resonate well in this country than my country, Nigeria. I love my country, Nigeria, no doubt. But I must tell you that Ghanaians have not treated me bad in any way because I am a Nigerian. So if you're in Nigeria, you find yourself in any difficulty in Ghana, Ghanaians are not treating you well, please sit down to ask yourself, what are you also doing wrong? What are you doing wrong for Ghanaians to treat you the way they do? And you see some Nigerians who are quick to insult Ghanaians. Ordinary Ghana, common Ghana. What is in Ghana? Why are you people praising Ghana? I must tell you, the legacy, the impact Ghanaians have done for Africa, our own people, Nigerians, our leaders, have not done those things in any way in Africa. So if people are praising Ghanaians, they deserve every praise people are giving to them because Ghanaians have always shown good leadership anywhere they find themselves. Ghanaians are not perfect. They have their own bad side, they have their own good side, they have their own flaws as well. But it's not as bad as the way Nigeria we are. Anywhere we find ourselves, it's always problem. People don't want us in their country. So do you think that all over the world, everybody are chasing you? You don't think you are the problem? So Nigerians, we also ask ourselves questions. If people are chasing us out of their country, we too should ask ourselves, what are we also doing wrong? And people are chasing us out of their country. So for the Africa unity to come together, please, Nigerians, any part of the world you are, learn to respect your host country. When you find yourself in somebody else's country, respect the people because they are your host country. Know your boundaries. Like what the Igbo king has been doing for the past 2-3 months. We have not had peace of mind because of Igbo king. I have not had some because I know how I was tense because of those Nigerians must go. I was really tense. So please, Nigerians, learn to respect your host country. But in all of this, I would love to see your comments on the comment section of what you also think of this video. And please, at this point, if you have not liked the video, please do not by liking the video and don't forget to share so that more people can see this video. And please, if this is the first time you're coming across this channel, please do not make it your last by subscribing. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back to the channel. And I will see you in my next video. Bye for now and stay blessed.